Hello, welcome to the podcast Coffee Business in the Middle East. And today we have an episode with Krzysztof, who is the co-founder of Hardtank,
Hello.
brew technology. Please welcome.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
All good. It's a really nice start of the day. I already had few coffees, so I'm boosted.
Nice. Was it cold brew?
Also, that's a fun fact. It was
Nice.
it was cold brews, but also hot brews. And in the morning, I really enjoy cappuccinos. So
Nice.
morning
So
cappuccino.
I'm super excited to have a conversation with you regarding cold brew.
Yep.
Can you tell me, please, what differs Hardtank from any other cold brew methods?
Just to give a short introduction, we started to serve cold brews in our coffee shops back in 2012, already from the tap. So it's more than 13 years ago. But we were doing it traditional way. So it always was a big challenge for us, especially serving in Poland. If you extract it for many hours and then you want to serve it and there is a good weather outside, not like here, then you run out of the cold brew quite quickly. And you need to wait a long of time for another batch.
Okay.
On the other hand, we were brewing a lot of batches because the forecast was like the next day will be sunny. And then the next day was windy, rainy, and cold. So we were wasting a lot of coffee and brew. So we decided to grab all the challenges we have with cold brew in terms of hygiene, speed of extraction, oxidation, etc., and how we can solve it. So together with the University of Technology, where after 10 years, I'm back again, finishing my PhD, but like in roasting, we started to think how we can make it faster, better, more efficient, and that's how we came out in 2018 with a fast cold brew maker called Hardtank.
Nice. So we know that cold brew requires a lot of time, minimum 12 hours of immersion. So Hardtank, how much time it takes to get one batch?
20 minutes to 40 minutes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so
That's unbelievable.
So it's our way of brewing, which is by recirculation. And we shorten the time with those more fermenty, fruity coffees to 20 minutes. In terms of natural coffees, it's around 30-35 minutes. Washed coffees, it's 40 plus minutes. Around. So it depends on the coffee, what you want to get. If you want more bright, acidic, fruity coffees, you brew shorter, similar to regular hot brews. If you want more bold, more round, more balanced body-wise coffee, you brew longer, approximately like those 50-60 minutes. Then other thing is that not only coffee can be done there. So using the same method, you can extract coffee, you can extract tea, you can extract herbs, dry fruits. And then instead of water, you can also use some high voltage beverages.
I see. Interesting. So basically you just need this machine and
Yeah.
you can have the range of beverages
Yes.
in shorter time. You can expand your menu, which is amazing
Yes.
options, especially for our market, for Middle East.
Yes.
Because weather is crazy here, especially in summer. And it's another opportunity to serve coffee in cans and prep it. So I want to ask also the impact on the taste. So I think you did lots of studies how it impacts, the timing, how long it took you to understand. So for washed coffee we need 40 minutes, and for fruity coffee we need 20 minutes.
Dozens of batches, hundreds of batches, I would
Yeah?
say. So we were brewing and drinking those cold brews all the time, being exploded by the caffeine because we did a study, which is already published in Scientific Reports by Nature, where we were comparing two washed coffees to natural coffees and to honey coffees. Brewed on traditional immersion brewer, brewed with Hardtank and hot brew with Hario V60 switch.
Okay.
And on average, on gas chromatography and liquid chromatography, so that was not done at the roastery. We worked together with the Institute of Heavy Organic Synthesis,
Wow.
So they do those chemical composition tests. We measured that we are extracting on average 15% more caffeine, 16% more chlorogenic acid, which is also a natural antioxidant. And what was the most important part, 4 times more lipids, fats, oils.
Okay. So which
And
affect our
fat is the
mouthfeel.
best platform for transfer the flavor. That's why when you drink cappuccino full fat milk, it's tasting way better than skinny.
True, true, true.
So we extract more of those oils, and thanks to that, our coffees are very flavorful, ready to drink, and not oxidized. Because the biggest concern with cold brew coffees when we brew longer is the specific cold brew taste, which is an oxidized coffee.
Exactly, and I want to know more about it. So the difference between the immersion method, even like me or anyone can make cold brew at home. You just immerse coffee for
In a
the
jar.
overnight,
Yeah.
and you drink. So what is the difference? So you got lots of studies, lots of researchers. So the difference, we have immersion methods. For how long we can, what is the expiry date, let's say? And about Hardtank, of course, I understood there are some technology, and it's like it's not oxidized that much.
Yes.
Because you like it's a vacuum.
No, it's not vacuum, but like within those 40 minutes, 50 minutes, the oxygen doesn't affect the brew taste as much. So you cannot feel it on your tongue.
Okay.
Within those hours, yes. The biggest challenge with cold brew overall is it's cold water used. Meaning the microbial safety risk is quite high, so safety is quite low. Meaning that when we extract coffee is a mildly acidic environment. So the pH is about above 4.6. Officially, according to all the food safety rules, FDAs, etc., when you are dealing with a mildly acidic product, which is coffee, you fell into a danger zone, so-called danger zone, meaning that you can be only in room temperature for 2 hours. You cannot be longer than that. It's like technically it's illegal to serve such products in your like coffee shop.
To go deeper for that, because here in Middle East, sorry to interrupt, you know there is cold brew markets. People just use traditional immersion methods. So what is the dangerous thing? What can happen? How it affects on health? What's happening? Like, okay, there are microbes and oxidation.
Yeah.
And yes, more about safety, please.
So safety-wise,
It's not safe. So what we have here.
safety-wise is super not safe, because like coffee shops never think about that, because if you deal with espresso machine and pour over, you always treat it with hot water, meaning if there is any microbial risk, then you kill it with the temperature.
Right.
So the safety zone, the danger zone is that like if you are dealing with coffee, you can be in room temperature for 2 hours afterwards, or you need to be below 5 degrees Celsius or above 60 degrees Celsius. Meaning if you make a traditional immersion brewer, you cannot do it in the back of your coffee shop. You need to do it in the fridge, below 5 degrees Celsius. Not many people will do that. That will work if you
immerse for 2 hours in room temperature, then I put it in the fridge overnight.
It will work, but still it will oxidize.
Oxidation.
So flavor-wise, won't be the best solution. That's why we were very focused on shorten the time, because even now with the baby Hardtank, where the output is 4 liters, it's 20 servings. So you can easily brew it and serve it, sell it within those 2-hour window, without a need of putting it in a fridge.
Yeah, I see.
Then other thing, we did a study with the University of Microbiology. Technically, even not looking on this kind of danger zone window, the product was safe for 24 hours in room temperature.
From Hardtank?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Like 24 hours, but like with immersion brew, 24 hours is the brew time.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So room temperature, 24 hours. But if you keep your cold brew in the fridge, so below 5 degrees Celsius, we were below the EU regulation threshold for microbial colony forming units for 5-6 days.
Wow.
So 5-6 days, if you keep it in the fridge, should not happen anything. But that happens if you brew your cold brew in a sterile conditions. Which is not in a coffee shop.
Because even like kitchen, even if you're like cooking, there are bacteria around.
Everywhere.
Right?
And
Okay.
here, because of you don't use any high temperatures, those microbes are everywhere. You are using bare hands, you're touching the coffee.
Yes.
Like in many cases, when we do the master classes, we show the pictures of an open cake that when you try the coffee, sensory-wise, it's okay. But like when you open the lid of a cake, something is floating on the surface.
Yeah.
And when you look, it's yeasts.
Oh.
And coffee doesn't contain yeast as a product. So where come those yeast from?
From everywhere, from the environment?
Mostly
And from, like anywhere,
from the
yes.
roasteries.
Yes, from the roasteries.
Because when we are in a specialty roastery,
Yeah.
here in the Middle East it's different, but like in Europe, you know that when you go to the roastery, no one is wearing face masks, gloves, all the safety. And we see many pictures of a roaster who is like after the cooling down the coffee in a cooling tray, taking it with bare hands. And those are the yeast from the palm of
course,
your
yes,
hand
yes.
that grow on the coffee.
Yeah.
And you don't kill it because of the temperature during the process. So
Right.
it's quite tricky.
Yes.
Our main idea was to create this technology not only to be fast, efficient and safe, but also we have a built-in washing program and built-in sanitation. So at the end of the day, you put your device into sanitation mode, you add cleaning solution, for example, Urnex Rinza or other like from those CIP products, and you sterilize the whole system before the next brewing.
Right. So which means even when you pack coffee, when you pack cold brew in bottles yourself, even if you use gloves, it doesn't guarantee the bacteria and all of this.
The only way is like, for example, how we do with the cans, where we have a shelf stability of 12 months here, but this product is pasteurized.
Yeah.
So after transferring into the can, we pasteurize it in a tunnel pasteurizer to be sure that the shelf life is there.
Okay.
So that's an even bigger hard tank. With that, we use a 2,000 liter hard tank. So we do a batch per 2,000 liter, like per hour.
I see. What would be the solution and advice from your side? So if people use Hardtank, if I want to sell in bottles, like what is the solution? How I can sell? How I can do more upsales? Because you know it's business, right?
We have such customers. Even a really nice example is Black and White Coffee in Poland, in Gdynia. So at the seaside, it's a very small coffee shop. They do a lot of beautiful cakes. Basia is like master of that, and they were doing cold brews and bottling it. But how they do it now, they have the baby Hardtank. They are doing like 4 or 5 different coffees, like Brazil, Kenya, Ethiopia, Colombia. They bottle it, but they keep the bottles in the fridge. So
Okay.
below 5 degrees Celsius. So if you maintain the cold chain, then it's like a single day juice. Like we have the fresh juices that the shelf life is 1 day. It's similar here. So with the coffee shop, they have only a few seats inside available. So many people just walk in, grab a bottle of a cold brew, and go to the sea, enjoy the view, and enjoy the coffee, brewed using this technique and bottled. So you can bottle it, but
Put in the
you
fridge
need to be
immediately?
sure that the bottles are sterile. So you need to for at least pour boiling hot water into the bottle, drain it, and be sure that it's there. Other way you can preserve it is pasteurize it. So all do the flow pasteurizer or tunnel pasteurizer, but tunnel pasteurizer is like a very expensive.
Production, like
Yeah.
production if you have.
That's why we decided to go with RTDs
Okay.
and very low MOQ. So we provide 99% of the brand of the cans we produce is white label. So that's our label, but we
Okay.
even don't sell it as much.
Okay.
So it's more like a portfolio of a product. but 99% of our cans are white label for Europe and Middle East now. So we also have products here in Middle East based on specialty
you
coffee.
You are needed here. But I want to sum up this one because it's very important. I do consultancy in Middle East. I do menus, and I want to explain people importance of cold brew because we're fighting for the high quality and for food safety, and we cannot just use traditional method unless you like keep procedure properly. So again, with Hardtank, if I use it, so I can bottle it in sterilized bottles and put it in the fridge.
Yeah, and then like
how long I can store it?
If everything goes well, according to the study we did with the Microbial Safety University, up to 5 days it was safe.
Perfect. Then what's happening?
We are having a growth of colony forming units, so bacteria inside. So there is a risk of botuline, of Listeria. E. coli is quite common. So E. coli after 5 days is quite common.
So,
even there is a risk of Salmonella. So I would not prefer, not recommend you to keep it in a room temperature.
Absolutely.
So make it in cold chain, keep it in cold chain, and when it's in cold chain, it can be safe. But room temperature, 12
especially
hours,
here, you know.
especially here with those temperatures. The speed of growth of the bacteria is quite high because even even if you are like very safe, you use gloves, you sterilize everything. What is the device you use in a coffee shop that you never sterilize? And it's highly risky in terms of microbial growth.
I don't know, clothes? I don't know.
Too, but like in terms of machinery, it's the grinder.
Yeah, just cleaning with brush and
no one is sterilizing it. And when you tear the coffee, when you grind the coffee,
around,
everything is around, and also you have the oils, organic matter, which is on the boards, on the funnel, which is a perfect environment for the bacteria to create a city there.
Wow, that's very nice insight.
And you never disassemble the burr set and do like sterilizing of it. So even if you have a very nice package of safely roasted coffee, you open it, you use gloves, you put it in a grinder, and then you already have some bacteria inside. But on the other hand, let's keep in mind, just not to scare anyone of cold brew. Cold brew as a market, so coffee market is growing by around 5-6% yearly. But cold brew market within the coffee market, it's predicted that it will grow by 20+% yearly. And we can see it that young generation, Gen Z, they prefer functional drink, faster. They are not keen on going for a coffee shop and drink cappuccino or latte or sit and relax. They want to grab it, have it. And the best thing is if you have any like functional addition there, some maybe vitamins, maybe proteins, maybe like L-theanine to be more focused. So we already those recipes. And with Hardtank, what's the fun fact, and what we even explored 2 weeks ago, is that you can mix coffee and tea in one basket. So for example, you put your coffee into the basket, basic Brazil, and then into the basket you implement lemongrass tea. And then you infuse your coffee and tea.
Nice.
Or what we did a really nice recipe last time. I was doing a Colombia bubblegum, which is like a natural anaerobic coffee, very like strawberry, fermenty, chocolatey in aftertaste. And we added a hibiscus, chocolate, and strawberries tea blend into the basket. So you enhance the flavor of a coffee. So you can play with this device.
Wow, awesome. So, and of course I want to try your product. So canned products, you have a factory in Poland?
Yeah, we have a factory in Poland and southwest of Poland, close to Czech border. And the biggest advantage of this factory is the low MOQ. So if you want to have your own brand, the MOQ for one product is 3,000 cans, which is one pallet. It's not much. You can even create it for a for an event or a festival. We did last year World of Coffee Dubai label just for the show.
I remember, yeah.
So we have like a gingerbread latte. So it's oat milk baseline. Is Brazil Fazenda Samambaia Yellow Bourbon from Fabricio Andrade and Henrico Cambraia Diaz.
I like
So
how
we,
you know the name perfectly.
So even the producer is here, the CEO.
Wow.
So basically, we direct source the coffee in Brazil. We take it, we roast it by ourselves, we extract it, and then we create a composition on that. So that's a gingerbread, genuine gingerbread latte,
try
oat
it?
milk one.
I'm very excited to try.
That's like a winter coffee for Poland.
No, it's winter for us.
Yeah, it is quite cold in Dubai. I was surprised.
Yes.
Then, for example, that's a great
It's
iced
going
tea.
to be a little bit.
It will be a little bit. It's not sparkling, but it's liquid nitrogen there. Then that's Assam tea with peach.
It's really gingerbread.
Yeah. That's caramel latte, and it's not artificial caramel. It's genuine caramel, like sugar-made caramel. That's the classic Brazil Fazenda Samambaia Yellow Bourbon.
I feel Christmas here.
Yeah, you can feel the Christmas. Vegan flat white, so it's 2/3 of coffee, and 1/3 of oat milk. And that's hibiscus, so that's berries,
sounds
refreshing, very, very refreshing tea.
This is crazy good. I feel it's nice balance actually. It's like signature beverage, let's say. It's like drink.
It's
I
a
still
winter
have aftertaste.
dessert.
Yeah. Nice, nice.
Yeah, and it's pasteurized, so 1 year long.
I'm curious about
The tea is magnificent. So it's not like a kind of instant tea. It's not like a quick
like loose leaf tea.
loose leaf, cold
Okay.
brewed.
You brewed it in parts.
Hardtank. Yeah,
Okay. Let's
that's
try.
sparkly. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it's sweet.
it's kind of
It's like
those
lemonade. It's like a peach,
famous peach
tea. Yes, exactly.
teas,
Yes.
but that's genuine tea and natural peach flavor.
Wow, that's refreshing. It's
Yeah.
nice for summer.
Yeah.
But I feel aftertaste of the tea. Yes, now it's coming. The aftertaste, like the astringency of black tea or something.
Yeah. Some tannins are
Tannins,
coming,
yeah,
but
exactly.
like here, in terms of black tea, we need to be very short. So the extraction time is 10-15 minutes.
Right.
Because we don't want those tannins to be upfront to overlay our flavor.
And I want to try hibiscus, please.
So go. Yeah, those cars are for you. So enjoy them.
Because, you know, people are crazy about hibiscus. But did you add anything aside hibiscus?
Yeah, it's a whole blend. So it's like hibiscus, berries, rose hips, apple.
Oh my god, it's strawberry.
Yeah.
It smells like
And
strawberry.
everything is genuine, so it's not artificial flavoring.
There is no syrups, anything. Wow, that's.
A little bit of sugar to make it sweeter, but
So
like
actually, with the Hardtank, you can do like crazy stuff with
Yeah.
one machine.
and with one machine in the morning, you make coffees
Yeah.
to wake you up. During the day, you make tea infusions, and in the evening, the funniest part, you make cocktails.
Right.
Pre-batch cocktails,
Interesting.
no low or with some spirits there, and all with like one device with it, which is like 30 by 30 centimeters on your countertop.
Wow. Thank you so much for this tasting.
Yeah, pleasure is mine.
My last question would be, what would be your advice for coffee shop owners who are thinking to implement cold brew? Okay, of course, the
Yeah.
promotion of Hardtank.
Of course.
Yeah, because what will be the benefits? Like 3 key points of your product.
The key point is first of all the safety, the
Right.
microbial safety that you are within within the safe zone. Second is the flavor. It's really good. It's not like you think about cold brews. That was the biggest challenge for us, that our cold brew should taste way better and easy of use.
Yeah.
It's just pressing the button. You don't need to hassle, take it, wash it by hand. You just press wash, it's washed. We press sanitize, add cleaning agents, it's washed, draining to the waste.
Right.
And the biggest advantage now is the versatility. That with one device you make cold brew coffee, cold brew tea, cocktails, beverages, mixtures of both. even what we did, what I did in winter time in Poland, I use Brazil, Campo das Vertentes, natural coffee, very nougaty, and orange slices with cloves. So orange slices on the bottom of a basket, coffee, orange slices and cloves on the top, and you extract it, and you have this kind of Christmas orange coffee out of quite reasonably in terms of price product. So you can have expensive in taste beverage for your clients, something you will never find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Based from like quite reason now, not with the currency prices and coffee prices, but like still very reasonable coffee.
No need to hustle with the syrups and anything. Just
No, and it's like high caffeine kick. So the black coffee, it's 3 Red Bulls per can.
By the way, the last question for my knowledge regarding the caffeine content.
Yeah.
So cold brew. How much caffeine in immersion method and in your?
We are having on average like 15% more, depending on the coffee.
So
but like
to
here,
drink this in the morning.
That's
Pure cold brew.
90 milligram of caffeine per 100. So 1 can is 180 milligrams.
180 milligrams. Okay, and if we compare this can with espresso.
So like almost quadruple espresso.
Okay.
And only 2 calories. So the black tea is quite safe for you. But like wakes you up, it kicks you up. But like also here in Dubai, we started to work with a brand created just on the purpose to be our RTD, but functional RTD, which is also scientifically proven that if you add L-theanine to caffeine, which is the caffeine, technically caffeine from tea, like coffee caffeine is giving you this kick boost, and like you have like this
and
wake up, and then you have this like low down.
It's in mate as
And
well. That's why people
and
drink mate.
L-theanine is more like focused, so it slowly kicks you. And then if you maintain a good proportion between those two, there are studies on that, then you can have a quite better perception of caffeine, and you can be longer waken up and focused. So this product is already available in Middle East. It's on the brew bar here at the World of Coffees.
Because you know, if you noticed, here in Middle East, people like to add ice in V60.
Yeah.
So in terms of caffeine level, again, and flavor, it's like...
It's diluted,
Yes, it's diluted, and flavor-wise, it's like only you feel this caramelization sometimes, but it's not full flavor, and I think your machine can preserve the terroir characteristics.
Yes, that's the biggest advantage, and you can see it on...
Because Ice V60 to me, it's still, I don't understand.
V60?
Ice V60.
Ice V60, yeah, me too.
Because it's a Middle East thing. I mean, I'm sorry if someone has it and love it, but actually if you can have better drink,
of course,
why not?
That's our idea, to have everything, as you know, we know each other for many years, scientifically proven. Right. So you can find our studies, which are open access, where you can see the graphs from the chromatography, comparing hot brew to cold brew, and our peaks are way higher. Meaning we are, even though we are using cold water, we are taking from the coffee more of those pleasant terroir compounds.
Nice. I will put all of the links about
the
studies on our episode. Krzysztof, thank you so much. I will speak more regarding this, but I think we covered up important topics regarding cold brew. Thank you so much for the treatment, and I wish you good luck with your business and enjoy the expo.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm very happy to be invited, and good luck with the project. I'm cheering for you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye.